Hi, welcome back. It's been quite a while since we have taken a video. So this is a glimpse into our life. Today we're going to visit about 6 projects in this area. Before we visit the 6 projects, I want to share some heartfelt feeling and thoughts that I have over the past weeks. So as you all know, recently the stock market is very haywire. There are a lot of things that happen in these few weeks. So with that, it reminds me of the 1997 financial crisis when my father actually lost a lot of money and even went bankrupt from the stock market crash. So with that, our whole family life was thrown into chaos. We had to sell our car, sell the house, and end up we had to basically live in the streets. We were on a rental home basis, so it's quite a bad situation. I had to rely on financial assistance from the school and the community. Why we want to share this is because we see a lot of recent news, not only in Singapore, all over the world. There are people who are very depressed and they give up on life, and some of them they ended their life. This made me recall some of the memories when I was very young. I had to pull my father back from the balcony. He was about to jump already. So that kind of feeling surged back again. Then I thought, okay, maybe I should come out and say something and encourage whoever is going through this, whether or not it's a stock market problem or midlife crisis, you lost your job. This is not the end. In fact, this is the beginning. You can restart everything. Like myself, I lost a job. I lost my long-time job back in about 9-10 years ago. So that was a very tough time for me because everything was gone. I had to sell my house because I can't upkeep the house anymore. We didn't sell the car because then selling the car wasn't going to make much of a difference. Still had the car, then I shift to a HDB home. Actually, to be very honest with you, I think HDB is a very safe asset. Because if you really cannot afford to pay the mortgages, right, HDB can step in, help you, and then you can downsize to another HDB. But if you own a landed property, like a condominium or an apartment or even a landed property, if you cannot afford the upkeep, you will have to sell the place. Then if the market is not good, you may not have a place to stay. So my advice is, if you can, cut short whatever you can cut short. All your expenses, whatever you can cut, you cut, and then keep a HDB flat. Then with that, 东山再起，重新来过。Why I say this is not the end? Look at myself. When I lost a job 10 years ago, I had nowhere to go, because if I go back to a different industry, I have to relearn everything, which is what I did. I relearned everything. I started from scratch as a carpenter, and I remember the days where Reno Scout was so young. We had no jobs, no projects. We had to go to different BTO houses and then go and give pamphlets, try to chuck the pamphlet underneath the door. And then when we were chucking the pamphlet underneath, we realized something. There are some interior designers that got a lot of projects. How we know? It's because outside of their house, you actually see this project, a little pamphlet or poster. This project is managed by a so-and-so company. Then in this whole block, we're very envious. There are a lot of their posters. I go through every level and then I count. Wow, this company got 5 projects in this block. I was so envious. I was so amazed how they get so many projects and so many jobs. That was back many years ago. But right now, we are the ones that going to show you today 6 projects within these 2 blocks that we already started the project at different stages. And then we also have more that is coming in. They'll collect their keys later on in these 2 blocks. So it's really thankful to all our fans for your support and for your trust in our company. In a way, this is how we made it. But maybe some thoughts is why we come out today to say all these things is hopefully whoever is going through a crisis now is really not the end. If you have nowhere to go, you need help, there are many hotlines out there. I used the hotlines before. Later we'll share in our video, in the links description section also, we'll share some of the hotlines for you all. It will help. You are not alone. There are many organizations out there that can help. We can weather through all this storm. It's really not the end, it's only the beginning. Sometimes I'm too busy and don't really have the time to go and encourage our clients or people that sometimes feedback to us and tell us that they also have some issues or problems in their families, in their life. They share with me, they're very close to us. But at the same time, we are a bit busy, so we don't really have the time and professional training to go and help and solve everybody's problem. But there are many hotlines out there. You can go and take a look and try to call them. And from there, hopefully, we can all weather out the storm. Okay, then before we start moving to other projects, we are currently in one of our projects. Let's take a look at the different requirements, because every project is different. Like even though we have 6 units that we're going to show you in these 2 blocks, right? They are of different sizes, different layout, and different customer profile. It can be the same type of units, but because the customer profile is different, age group is different, needs are different, the house will be renovated differently. So this is where we come in. We often like to say that we don't just renovate houses. In fact, we are building homes for our homeowners. So this is the key. We need to know and consult our customers, and from there we know everyone's different needs. From there, we build the homes for them. Okay, come, let's take a look at the first one. This is a 5-room unit with a very big living area. So because it's so large, you cannot just put your sofa all the way at the end of the wall, because that will be too far for the TV area already. So usually the sofa is about 3 meters away. So it's here. And then over at this corner, we're going to have our piano and open space for homeowner. So let's take a look at our drawings here. So usually for different houses, right, because the design layout is going to be different, we're going to have different designs and elements for homeowner. So in that case, you can take a look how this is the console area. Cover the addresses. Okay, console area with the TV, sofa, piano. Then as we walk in, this is the main entrance. As we walk in, you can have a cabinet here to block off the view from the main door, because most of the time BTO we always have this complaint, which is the main door can see into the house. So people don't want that, or you want privacy. Then shoe cabinet, island with dining table, L-shaped kitchen. Then the pantry here with the inlet outlet pipe for the water filter. Fridge at this corner. Then thereafter, 3 bedrooms all will be having a lot of furniture. Sliding wardrobe, study table, a link one, it's an L-shaped study table. Later we go into the rooms, you can see also. With different, all these different layouts. We take a look. So through the drawings, you can also see, maybe just a quick one, how far you all can see. Then we take a look at the kitchen. Usually for all our houses, we'll make sure that there are drawings all over so everyone will know what's going on. So in this case, this is the kitchen plan. The first drawing is actually a plan from the top view. Then the different drawings after will be the elevation plans. So a quick one for you to visualize. It may seem like a war zone right now, there's a lot of rubbish bags around, but basically it's an L-shaped kitchen. L-shaped kitchen. This is where we're going to have the cooking area. Cooking area here. And you see we extended the pipes here. This one will be the new basin area. The pipes are here. We're going to run the new piping over. New piping over. Let me see what else. Oh, island. Okay, we have an island here. But because we didn't do any hacking works, this floor tile is already installed before we actually came in. That means it's a OCS already opt-in already. You can't have the PowerPoint at this area. If you didn't have flooring, then we can run the PowerPoint into the island for you. So this one cannot have for now. Let's go into the different rooms. So the first room, we have our sliding wardrobe with a top hung cabinet for books, and then after that it will be a bed head with a bed by our homeowner, and then this is a L-shaped table that we built for him. So this is for this room, and the opposite room is also the same, but in a different color, and the layout is reversed. But very similar. Okay, come, let's take a look at the opposite room. The opposite room is actually a mirror image. So the design is very similar, maximize the space. So sliding wardrobe with our top hung cabinets for the books. In this case, we added some open niche for display, and then headboard with a platform bed. Then underneath here will be our L-shaped table. Of course, the color scheme you see is different. So color is really up to you. If you like a lighter color, we can go for lighter color. Okay, master. Our master is different. Different. Okay, as we enter the master bedroom, it's a different layout from the other rooms. So you have a L-shaped wardrobe with a little dresser table here. And then from there, this is the area that we have a bed head. So if you realize we color this blue, what is this blue thing? Okay, this is going to be the concave in the wall that we want to box up so that we can make use of the space. Okay, where is this? Let me show you in the actual ground, on the ground. This is the space. This is a space that we want to box out so that we can extend the bed head over here. We still have a walkway. You still have the window, don't worry, we are not closing off the window. So with that, at least you can make the space bigger, your wardrobe can become longer. Then with that, we go inside the master bathroom to take a look. First thing, you have a fixed panel, and then you have your vanity basin. This one is bought by homeowner, this one is made by us. So those that usually when you buy, we will have a less detailed drawing because we don't know what size of this you buy. After you give us a size, then we input inside. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so this is the area. Gonna have a fixed glass panel here. Then this is your, we are not changing the toilet bowl. So in this case, then we have your basin cabinet and a mirror cabinet here. Of course, if you want the mirror cabinet to be across the whole wall, it's also possible. You also got more storage and you make the space bigger because you got more mirrors to reflect the space. That's also possible. Okay, with that, we bring you to the next unit. Okay, now we are at the second unit. Come, let's take a look at what changes we did. My layout plan can see what actually that we have done for homeowner. So previously, there's a room door here, but we shifted the room door to this area. Then there's also one more room door here, but we seal off and make this master into a very big master room with a walk-in closet. So with that, let's take a look at our layout. But before that, we have our living area, which is full of carpentry footed panel feature wall with a TV console and a Z-shaped cabinet to cover up the entire wall. Let's take a look how it looks like on site. Of course, we haven't finished, so you need to visualize a bit. There's going to be a feature wall, console, and then this whole stretch will start to become cabinets, all the way Z-shaped around this wall, all the way until the main door. So this area will be all carpentry, so it looks neater. Then with that, let's take a look at the layout changes we did for the house. This was the bedroom door I was talking about. So this is a new entrance area. The old entrance is here, but it's sealed off already, sealed off already. We haven't painted, so you can see there's a difference. But if we painted, you may not know that there was previously a door here. Another doorway that we sealed off, this actually leads to the common bedroom, but we want it to become the walk-in closet area. Let's take a look at the master, how it's laid out. As we walk into the master, this area is the usual clothes closet. Then our bed is here. You can have a large bed, you can have a king size with 2 bedside table. Then that's the magic over here. We remove the wall here so that we can walk into our walk-in closet. Some details, right after we remove the wall, the flooring is actually of a different direction. Okay, which means previously the flooring is horizontal where the wall is in the master is horizontal. As it comes over to the common, it became vertical. But it's very ugly because now you hack the wall, it's a different direction. We should make it the same direction. So we have to remove the flooring and then redo the entire area into the same grains. Same horizontal to horizontal. No more horizontal to vertical. So can you do that? Yes, for vinyl flooring it's very easy. You just have to carefully remove the vinyl floor and then redo the vinyl floor. Then, as we move in, this area will be our walk-in closet with a U-shaped closet. And this area will be the dresser. Our dresser table can be here. You can take a look at our drawings. So it looks something like this. As you walk in, enter, and this is a study area with our U-shaped wardrobe. To see the U-shaped wardrobe better, it looks like this. So with a dresser table and a U-shape. The other side of the U is here. The other side of the U. Okay, so this is the part for master and the master walk-in area. With that, we also did changes for our master toilet. So master toilet, what did we do? The main change is actually shifting the shower set. The shower set right now in the drawing is at this area, but previously it was actually on the opposite wall. Okay, why did we want to change? Let me show you on site. So previously, as you can see from the tape here, there's a red tape and a blue tape, meaning that previously the hot water and cold water inlet pipe is here. The shower set is on this wall, which a common problem for a lot of homeowners is that when they're showering, the water will actually splash into the room. And the room flooring is actually vinyl. It is not very conducive because next time the vinyl will get moldy and spoil. So how to make it nice and you won't have splatter over? So we change the shower area from this end of the wall to the opposite end. So in this case, now your shower will be facing the window. If the window is closed, it's sealed, there's no water is going to leak into the room. Totally opposite direction. Plus, you can build a shampoo niche to hide all the pipes and hide the beam as well. Then for us, right now if you see there's a lot of unfinished grouting, looks a bit messy. So what is happening here is because we are using epoxy grout and this grouting is not yet dry. So you cannot go and scrape it off and make it nice. This is the stage whereby we need to wait for it to dry. After it has dried, then we can remove the excess. So it looks like a mess right now, but this is work in progress. It's not yet finished. Then why are we doing epoxy grout versus why we don't use the old type of cement or color grouting? Okay, the color grout changes color over time. It gets moldy and it's very difficult to maintain. So with epoxy grout, what happens is that the color will stay the same, doesn't grow moldy, and it's very easy to maintain. Just a bit of scrubbing, you get everything clean already. Especially for black color tiles, because black color tiles is quite difficult to maintain because you see a lot of soaps comes, especially the grouting. So with that, epoxy grouting can solve the problem. Let's take a look at other areas of the house. As we come to the kitchen, this is an open concept kitchen. So let's take a look at our drawings. We have our water filter on this counter here. Then this one is actually our fridge with our induction and hood. And then there's also a dishwasher and a sink. So complete the L shape. Let's take a look. This is the other part of the L. Our dishwasher, induction, our hood. Then as we go down, you can see there's another L here for the robot cleaner to be hidden away. And then our water filter is here. We're using gas heater. Using a gas heater. So the next stage will be to run the gas pipe. Okay, talking about gas pipe, we have pipes that are hidden away. We actually box up some pipes here. What kind of pipes are we talking about? This is the aircon pipe. So there's an aircon unit here. There's supposed to be trunking that goes across the room, but we don't want to see the trunking anymore. We actually box it up. You listen to this sound. This sound is the box up. This one. Entire wall here has the box up. That means the pipes are inside. How come we don't run inside the room? Okay, we usually advise if homeowner is staying for long term to run the pipes outside, and then if you want to box out, you can box out or leave it exposed. Why we don't run in the room is because the room has a lot of built-in closets or wardrobes. All these wardrobes, the custom carpentry, if next time you want to change the aircon units, you will have to tear them down in order to replace the aircon. It's very, very costly. So with it being outside, you can do whatever you want to change the aircon all outside of the room. You do not need to affect the custom carpentry in the house. So that's why we put it on the outside, and then you can just, if you really hate it, can box it up like what we do. After you have painted it, it doesn't look any different from a normal wall. Until you go and knock on it, then you know, actually it's fake one. Fake wall. It's not real one. So this is the way to make it nice. Okay, I think we completed the tour for Unit 2. We quickly walk over to Unit 3 before it starts to rain, and then we still got 4, 5, 6. Right, let's take a look. Okay, now we're at the third unit. It's a bit dark already, because it's raining and it's already 5 something. So we do a quick one for this unit. As you can see, this unit is in the stage whereby BSC has just completed the defects. So the flooring we have not done yet. We need to go and confirm the tiling. Owner already choose the tile already. So the next step is to have the drawings ready for owner to sign off. So right now we have not finished the discussion on layout 1 or layout 2. Okay, what is layout 1, layout 2? Okay, we have different options. So this is one option, which is very heavy hacking works, meaning we're going to remove a lot of the partition wall. You'll be thinking, this one's so big, is it a partition wall? Yes, this one is a partition wall. The structure is only until here. Then we remove all this partition wall already. We're going to rebuild the rooms and rebuild one bedroom over here. Then this area will become for the dining and the living. That means you swap the bedroom to the opposite side of the house. So there's privacy between the master and the common bedroom. So they only need 2 bedrooms. So this one way, okay, more intensive hacking works. Second layout, this is less aggressive. You only have hacking works of one wall, one L-shaped wall. Then the dining is here, sofa is here. Meaning that the bedrooms will still remain side by side, master and common. Then kitchen, we have designed for them really. It looks something like this. Fridge, open concept kitchen. So fridge here, we need to hack the wall. There's a wall here to be hacked. Later you can see. So it will be an L-shaped kitchen. Also have a service yard wall to hack away. Then outside will be the washing machine, and with the robot cleaner. Where did I put the robot cleaner? Okay, robot cleaner is here. Robot cleaner will be here, and then dishwasher can be here. So all this has been discussed already. So waiting for owner to confirm layout 1 or layout 2. Okay, let's see this house. Just now we were talking about the second option is to remove this wall. This L-shaped wall we need to remove, and then there will become the dining area. This is the sofa area. Okay, let's take a look at the kitchen. So we're going to remove this wall. So we're going to hack this part. Then it becomes an open concept kitchen. Inside, we also have our wall to remove is here. The yard wall, the beam we will not touch. Together with the door and windows to remove. Then it will become an open concept kitchen. So it's a bit dark, so I don't want to stand inside. Later you all cannot see me. So with that, the other more aggressive layout will be to remove this wall and also this wall, half of it, this part, until here. Now you can hear. This one is partition, this one is concrete. So we remove the wall until here. Then this will become the new so-called sofa area, dining area at the other room. That is layout that is very aggressive in hacking. Owner have not decided yet. Toilet is a bit dark, so basically the toilets are quite similar for most of the BTO. So either you have a L-shaped enclosure, or you keep it empty, or just have a fixed panel. 3 different decisions you can have. Then our master you can have 2 options. One is you have a L-shaped wardrobe, or you just have a wardrobe over at this side and then keep the rest of the space empty. There's no right, no wrong, it just depends on you, how you want to lay out the house. There's also one more layout, but it will make the room look smaller. The other layout is to have a walk-in here. That means here will be a wardrobe, this way, all the way here, and then you have another set of wardrobe over here. So it's like a U shape. Then the bed will be tucked away from this to here. All the floors of that layout where the walk-in wardrobe is a U shape, it's going to have a very dark area over at this corner. So even in the morning, you need to turn on your lights. So not everyone like this layout. To each his own. For me, I prefer a more open concept, which means L-shape over at this corner. So I can have the rest of the room being very big and spacious. But everyone is different, you can choose your own layout. Toilets. We also propose a concept for owner to shift the shower set to this wall, but we haven't confirmed yet, so wait for owner to give us a decision. Let's take a look, see whether we can see. It's a bit dark lah. We try our best. Okay, let's see. That means we replace these 2 tiles, shift the pipes to this side. What will happen is that when you build a shampoo niche out, you can flush the beam, so it can look nicer. So you don't have this beam on top. Then you can buy any type of adjustable rain shower set or non-adjustable one. You can have a rain shower on top. For these kind of cases where you have your shower set here, if you buy a rain shower, it has to be adjustable. If it's not adjustable, it will hit the box up here. You hit this box up. Because this box up, the height is about 2.2, less than 2.2. This height and here is the limit that you have, so you need adjustable type. That's why sometimes we ask owner, do you want to shift over to the other side where you can have a very nice rain shower. Of course, if you don't use rain shower, it's not going to concern you. Doesn't concern you. Okay, this is unit number 3. We have 4, 5, 6 to go. Alright, welcome back. Unit number 4. Now very dark Okay, very dark. Okay, so 我们就想到要这样吓你们一下。Usually 来我给他拿先。Okay, thank you. 所以 actually this is our daily life. I got 2 mobile bank to make sure that my handphone always got flashlight. Because sometimes we go to the site in this kind of condition where there's rain and it's very late already. There's chances that there's no light on site. Then you cannot see things. So my team also very scared of me because I like to work late. When I work late, there's high chance that I will take video at night. And then when they receive the message, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, scolding them. 哇，你这个没有做对耶，哎，你做错了，回来改啊。Things like that. So, but that is our job. That's our life. Usually, we don't end at 5:30. Or most of the time, it's late. Okay, unit number 4. Let's see our layout. Okay, this is a 2-room BTO. So it's fairly more simple. Meaning dining area, then a study table, can don't have also. Then a TV console with a feature wall. Why I say can don't have is because the dining is just here already. You can put your laptop over at the dining table to save space. Because really for 2-room house, it's not very big. So sofa, and then can have 2 single beds, either this way or the other way also can. Then finally the sliding wardrobe. Then for the toilet, quite simple, just a fixed panel to block the vanity so that the vanity cabinet doesn't get wet. Okay, kitchen is usually where it's more interesting, got more things to build. So kitchen, let's take a look. As we walk in, there's a fridge, then stove on one side, washing machine with the sink, then finally there's a robot cleaner on this side. So different angles you can see. This angle you can see the robot cleaner. You can see the robot cleaner. Then this angle you can see the glass door. So it's a closed concept kitchen. So other than that, let's show you around the house. So where I'm standing is actually where the TV console, TV feature wall will be. And then opposite, you can have your sofa. Sofa over here. This door is a sliding door. So it's very big, very big. Sliding door. Then after that, as we enter the room, we can have the wardrobe on this side. Wardrobe on this side. Either you have a queen, or you want to have 2 single bed, also can. Also can. Kitchen very dark, but before we go to the kitchen, let's take a look. The toilet is also very dark because we don't have lighting yet. The house condition is totally bare. That means only the flooring and tiles for the toilets and kitchen are done. The rest of the house, you see, is totally bare one. No floor tiles. No floor tiles. So we need to do floor tiles for owner, and then carpentry, electrical, plumbing. So for just now, I was talking about this side. So you can have your glass over at this corner to block the sink so that the sink doesn't get wet, the mirror doesn't get wet. The rest of the areas, you keep it empty, don't build anything, but the toilet bowl will get wet. If not, then you will need to build an L-shaped enclosure. L-shaped enclosure. That means fixed panel with an L-shape. So this is a possibility that you can have. As you can see, all these grab bars means that our homeowner is more elderly. That's why we have the grab bars installed. Every house is different. Every house is different. Customer profile is different. So we need to make sure that we design the house according to your needs. So we have kitchen to take a look before we move to the 5th unit. So you'll be thinking later, 5th unit, will I scare you? The answer is no, because the 5th unit, we have lighting. It's already finished, almost to handover stage, at carpentry stage already, so you got lighting already. Only these kind of houses where we haven't started, then you got no lighting. Okay. A lot of people complain about the hanging rack being very humongous and in the middle of the kitchen. So you can change this, you can change this to a motorized one and then bring it to this side. Or bring it this way instead of this way. Or bring it to horizontally facing same direction as the window. So just now we were talking about having our washing machine, sink, and then a robot cleaner here. Robot cleaner here. On this side, you can have your fridge, 2-door fridge or 4-door fridge over on this side. Then your stove, you can move further away closer to the window. Your stove and put over here. Don't cook too close to the fridge because the fridge, the side panel will become dirty and then very hard to maintain. Okay, I think more or less okay for unit number 4. We go to unit number 5 and unit number 6. Let's take a look. Okay, welcome to our home tour series, but this one not complete. This is our 5th unit. Carpentry installed already. So it's left with the clean up, touch up paint. Okay, why need to touch up paint? You'll be thinking, you already paint already, why need to touch up? You see? Don't know who yeah, fingerprint put here, you see? Some people like to touch the wall. Maybe they want to take something and they touch the wall. Once they touch the wall, fingerprint. So I need to repaint again. It's always like that one. That's why always must repaint. Then here also. Wow, the whole wall. 摸到不懂像怎样了，我又要重油了咯。So it's always like that one. Whenever there's worker coming in, their hands are dirty. I think this one is from an aircon guy. You know why? You can see. See, he put a ladder here, and he stepped on the ladder here, and then you see his fingerprint here. So this one is from the aircon guy one. Never mind, no matter which guy is from, we will repaint the whole unit. No choice one. Okay, let's take a look at our living room. So living room, this one is which? 我想一下，这个是什么样的 unit？ 这个是1、2、2间3房室 ，3 bedroom HDB BTO. So with that, we have our TV console and feature wall. Of course, up to you. You don't have to have it sit on the floor. It can be also suspended. And then, how come the windows are all taped up? It's because we want to protect the film that we did for the window. That means we did the UV film for the window. So got dust, all this, and we don't need to damage my film that I newly done. So that's why we tape out the windows. And then this side is the sofa. We move to the kitchen before we go to the bedrooms. So kitchen, you don't call this a galley style because galley style means you got 2 sides kitchen cabinet. This one is a single galley with our, haven't installed yet, our induction is here, induction stove here, and then our hood. Usually you see all this plastic is because we don't want the thing to be damaged. So we put all the plastic cover. Next time when we clean up, hand over to you, we will of course take away all this plastic. So the tabletop is also installed already with our undermount sink. Then this undermount sink, underneath got something special, which is our concrete sink support. That means the whole thing, how come got so much water? Let me check. 为什么有水？我水管漏水了，好，等下我去。Later I tell my plumber to come back and fix. Got a bit of leaking here. Later I take tissue paper check. 应该是，不然不可能湿湿的。Anyway, concrete sink support That's the beauty of coming to the site to check. You check before you hand over. That's how you can discover got problem. If not, how to discover? Never discover. Then by the time homeowner come and see, homeowner angry. Don't like that. Before handover, must check. So here, what is concrete sink support? Means here we have our new tiles with concrete. Underneath also is concrete. Underneath is concrete all the way to the end. So this whole thing, I let camera come over to take a look. 看得到吗？ all the way to the end. So the sink is supported by concrete instead of the usual cabinet. If you support using cabinet, the wood will rot over time. But we use concrete sink support. The entire thing underneath is all concrete. Okay, hear from the sound, it's not wood. But when we close it up, you don't see any difference. See, when I close it up, it looks very neat. Quartz on top, cabinet door in front. So there is no difference. If I don't tell you about it, you don't see it. So here we have the service yard. We didn't do much there, just painting. just painting. What else is interesting about this area? Let me see. Pull up. So what is this pull up? You can put your oil bottles, spices, all this here. Then with that, it's easy to access because your cooking area is here. Directly on your right side, or you got right-hander. If you're left-hander, sometimes we put on the left side. No right, no wrong. It depends on the layout also. Then drawers. First drawer, right beside the sink. Usually we will put our forks and spoon and chopstick over here. Then 2 layers of similar drawers. So we can have same height. So you can have deeper items like your plates, all this can put here. If you want to put plates, you can put other things. On top, usually it's quite simple, meaning it is usually open up and then you have your adjustable shelf. There is a beam on top, so your top is actually wasted space. It's smart. You can't use this space because there's a beam on top. That's the most maximize the space really. Then on top here, usually there are pipes. Same thing, we seal it off already, but it is removable, meaning if you remove the screws here, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, this whole board can come off and then you can access the pipe behind to fix it, to service it, to touch up, can. Then one thing that is more uncommon in the trade is that we like to do things that are more economics, meaning we lower the dish rack to a reachable height. For a lot of designers, they like everything straight. If it's straight, our owner, if it's very short, she will have to tiptoe to put. But if you lower it down by 100 mm, you can reach the dishes more easily. Then one more thing that is very rare, a lot of IDs they build, or companies they build this straight also. Meaning when it's straight, what's going to happen is that when you're cooking pasta or cooking your dinner, what's going to happen is you can hit your head. But we don't, we build it higher. So all these have economics in play, including how high is your tabletop. There's a formula to calculate, which we use for our homeowners. Whoever is going to visit the kitchen more, because sometimes I understand, maybe one homeowner is 1.8 meters, the other one 155. Then how? Big difference, I must ask, who comes to the kitchen more? Okay, then maybe their answer is 155 will cook more, 180 will wash more. So I may make the height of the counter different really. But maybe 180 also no time to wash, they use dishwasher, then it's okay. Just go with the height for our homeowner, whoever comes to the kitchen most. It's not yet done, still a lot of fingerprint here, there, still very dirty, or it's not done one, we still got cleaning to do. So this is not really a home tour, okay? Not really a home tour yet. It is really for us to check the progress, make sure that it's in time for handover, make sure everything is done properly. Okay, this room, the first common room, we have a lot of carpentry. First thing will be as you come in and see, you actually see our sliding wardrobe. Our wardrobe, I mentioned a few times in our video, we don't have tracks on the bottom. Our tracks are on top. Why is it tracks on top is better? First thing, this is more long lasting. Second thing, you don't trap dust at the bottom. And then we have a hidden mirror behind. So hidden mirror, still very dirty, I haven't cleaned that. Okay, hidden mirror on the third track, meaning that when you're close, you don't see the mirror. Okay, why don't see mirror? Okay, first thing, if the mirror is facing your bed, wake up at night, you can get a scare. Going to the toilet, you scare yourself. In the shadow, you can scare yourself. So we don't like the mirror to face the bed. So usually we hide it away. Okay, platform bed. Platform bed with drawers. Okay, one more thing that usually we like to do is instead of having a very large drawer, I have 2 drawers. Okay, why do I have 2 drawers instead of a large drawer for you? It's structural strength. Because you can see as a close-up here, you can see that there's actually a panel of wood here. This panel of wood will allow us to support the area where we're walking. If I have a very big drawer, what's going to happen is that there's no wood in the middle here. When I step, I can damage and crack this wood, and then you'll collapse really. So for structural strength, we like to build 2 drawers instead of 1 huge drawer for the platform bed. Then as we got platform, we will usually ask homeowner to make it safe to have grills. Why to have grills is because you see, when I'm standing here, my knee is in line with the window already, which is very dangerous. If the window is open, I can fall out if there are no grills. So we will ask owner, please install grills. We install grills already. Then no ceiling fan. If you have a ceiling fan, you see, I'm not very tall, but I raise my hand, I can touch the ceiling already. I can touch the ceiling. Once I touch the ceiling means that if there's ceiling fan, you raise your hand, it can hit you, it's very dangerous. So you're not allowed to have ceiling fan when you have platform. That's why we have a wall fan here. The wall fan can reach our bedside. Then some of the things that we like to do is lights. So lights underneath the bed, this will become a night light. Why we call it a night light is because imagine now I want to go to the restroom. I don't want to on this very bright light. So it's going to look like that. Like this. When I go to the restroom, I don't blind myself in the middle of the night. I just turn on the night light. So this is why you have different lights for different functions. Let's take a look at our second room before we move to the toilets. Okay, second room, we have a lot of wardrobes, L-shaped wardrobe. So I like to build special L. What is my special L? First, we open one door first. 这个右边先，右边先，再开左边。If you are left-hander, then you'll be swap the other way. You must tell me. I will never know you're left-hander if you don't tell me. You got to tell me. Then we have our, almost you can walk into the work closet already. I'm not going to step into the closet because I'm wearing shoes. You're going to have your L-shaped hanging bar. And then here on bottom also L-shaped. My bars I haven't installed yet. My bars are here. Talking about bars. I mentioned in some of my videos that we like to do bars which are very thick with middle support. It is slightly more expensive for us, but it lasts a longer time. It doesn't so-called turn 不会变形. It will not become slanted or warped over time when you hang a lot of clothes. So these are the nitty-gritty details that goes into renovation or goes into carpentry that a lot of people miss out. Then, or rather say, they get 偷工减料咯. That's where the 减料 come from. Because this, I can buy, or rather some people can buy the more cheaper option. We don't buy the cheaper option because to us, I feel that I don't want homeowner to, after moving in, discover that after a few years things start to spoil. We hope that your renovation will last you all the way until you re-renovate a new house and you still come back to look for us. That is our goal. That is our goal. Okay, one thing that we like to do for homeowner is to save money. Meaning this sink is our HDB sink. It is a sink that already exists already. So how to save money for homeowner? We don't remove the sink. We don't remove the tap. We just build a cabinet underneath and then with a casement door. So everything is still HDB one. I didn't touch. I only built a cabinet under the sink. So this is the way to save money for homeowner. I understand there are a lot that they will tell the owner, oh, this one you got to throw away, this one you got to throw away. Then after that buy a new one for us. It is true if it is round shape one. If it's something like this rectangle shape, it's very easy to build carpentry underneath. Very easy to build carpentry. Then we have an L-shaped enclosure with two sliding doors. And it has magnet here, so when you close up, then the water doesn't flow up.等一下我再检查，看哪里错，哪里不好。等我检查完，我再让你们知道。 But anyway, it's okay. This is what we usually have to do. I'll check everything. Make sure that homeowner has everything installed nicely. Okay. Oh, 镜子. So for us, we have our mirror cabinet with shelving so that owner can have the regular use item easily to access without opening the door. So the mirror in front, mirror on top of what? On top of all the pipes coming down, aircon pipe coming down. Let's see. The pipes goes into the box up, then goes behind our cabinet, comes down all the way to the floor, then drains to the floor trap. That's why just now in another video I was saying if the floor trap can be placed at the corner, it's better. But it's not lah, it's here lah in this case. So no right, no wrong, but I feel that if you can, corner is better. Okay, everything okay here. Let's go over. Close up first. Okay, how come got LED lights in the closet? Same thing. For easy to access when you are visiting the restroom or what, you don't want to wake up the whole room. Okay, you have lights in the wardrobe. You take your clothes, you can dress up, go to work or go to school. Okay, very nice here. Ta-da! Platform bed, very cozy. Platform bed, but not as high as the previous platform, with ladders, step ladder to go up. So this one, the whole structure inside is all done with metal. So why is it done with metal? Is to make sure that it can support the weight of our occupants here, the kids, to sleep on top, make sure that the bed doesn't collapse. Then we also have wall lights for them. The wall lights that we chose was something that is more flat. We don't want our homeowners to, when they are sleeping, they turn their head and they hit the wall light. So we want it to be flatter. No right, no wrong. I understand that some people, they want a light that can turn and then can read books. For us, we plan this as some sort like a night light, ambient lighting. So not really for reading books. So same thing, I had the window install grills also. Technically, this one is quite safe, but still install the grills. Just install the grills for safety reason. So on top, we designed the height. For maximize of storage, we make sure that underneath the bed we have all storage. Take a look. All these are all storage underneath the bed. This will maximize the storage. Just now the other platform bed also have, but I never take out. They already tape it in already. So this one, take out. Let's cut storage. Storage inside. One more. Drawers. So you see when I'm sitting down, I need the bed to be thinner so that you don't hit your head. On top also the same. On top height also about the same. So why we planned it this way is that we want to make sure that when homeowner is sitting down with the children, adults are not going to hit their head. So you must design properly. If you never design properly, they come in, they hit their head, they'll scold you. So those that don't know how to design can learn from us. Drawers for easy access, open display for their items that they want to put in, like soft toy, all these things can put here. Trophy cannot trophy is too tall. So if they got trophy, must tell us early, then we can design for trophy. Okay. Same thing, we have night light also. So if they don't turn on the lights, they are able to visit the restroom without waking up everyone. Okay, unit number 6. Unit number 6, as we walk in, bomb shelter on our left. Right side is the kitchen. This one is also a 2-room setup, slightly different from the previous one. Let's take a look. So we have done the carpentry but not yet finished. As you can see, we have our doors, not yet finished the installation. There are some rough touches here and there. The light strip haven't installed, or hood haven't installed. Tabletop Tabletop installed already. This tabletop is a sintered surface. So usually for sintered surface, we want to make sure that the workmanship can join all the lines properly. Like there's a veins here going down, can join nicely. Let me see whether that side also got joint. Should be got joint one. See whether I can remove it. Try not to damage things because it's towards the end stage already. This one is an induction cooker. Oh no, it's a gas cooker. Oh, this one is called inner burner. Oh, inner burner. See our veins. Oh, matching veins down. Oh, matching. Pardon all this dust haven't cleaned properly. Definitely it's not at the handover stage. There are still works to be done. So how come we like to cover up things, protect things, is because our workers or anyone always have the habit of putting things onto the tabletop. And they put things there, they will spoil it. We don't want them to spoil. So this one, we changed the layout a bit, meaning that previously the washing machine was here. I changed the washing machine to here. So this is the space for washing machine and dryer. The new tap and outlet point is ready, installed already. Then we cover up with carpentry, so you don't see all the new piping. We can move the camera inside, then you can take a look, see the piping. You can see the outlet, and then this one is the inlet. This one is the outlet pipe, this one is the inlet pipe. Before we move elsewhere, let's take a look in the kitchen. Anything else to talk about? Oven and microwave slot. This one is for the microwave. This one is a toaster oven, and then one more for another appliance. I forgot which appliance really. Every homeowner is different, but got different appliances. And then we also, you'll be thinking, how come don't see any hanging rack? Okay, here is my hanging rack. So this rack is going to install here. So when homeowner wants to do his laundry, it will be here only. Quite simple, because only one person staying. Only one person staying. Our fridge, not very big size, but enough to put here. Then every needs is different, because end of the day, houses are designed for different homeowners, different age profile. So we also got different groups of customers coming to engage us. On top will be ventilation one, we haven't finished up. Then there's a door here, and then this side, this is a DB doors area with two doors here. What did we put here? This side will be for his water filter. Water filter is on this side, and then there'll be a small mirror here. You can have some display. Come back, you can put your bag here. All this. Okay, as we move in, actually there's a sliding door here. So we let the camera come in first. Why this sliding door is special is because this door acts as a door to block off the main door. At the same time, when the door is fully closed, it acts as a door for the display set here. So in a way, it's like when you open the door, or rather you open and close. Okay, when you push it to the left, you have your display. When you push it to the right, the display is covered up. So it's a dual function door. We did quite a lot of things here. So in this case, we remove the entire doorway, and then we built a hidden door for homeowner. So when my door is closed, I'm not going to close it because they haven't attached finish all the door closer. When the door is closed, you don't see. It's the same as my carpentry. My carpentry is until here. So now I cannot close. My door closer not yet installed. Let's take a look. 不错，这次做得很好。This one, floating one, you only have this support and here. So you'll be thinking, what if I go and press down? Will it move? Okay, the answer is no, because we added metal inside. Metal support. The whole thing is welded in metal before we finish in wood. So this is very different from what other carpenters will do. A lot of carpenters, they will take the shortcut method, which is put a long screw through. I don't want that, because in the end this will shake. This will warp over time. We don't want. We want it to be stable. So here, sofa, TV. That means previously the wall behind me was actually hacked off already. There was a wall, we hacked away. What is it for? Reason is because you got to envision a bit, we come in. It's because when homeowner is lying down, he can sit up, he can face the TV. Meaning that he can have the TV, he can view the TV from the comfort of his bed, or he can view the TV at the sofa area over here. Of course, if you want, you also have a study area. So it depends. 3 different viewing distance for the huge TV. This one is a 75-inch TV. The TV haven't come lah. Next time will be a 75-inch TV here. With a special request from homeowner, usually we don't build it like that, but you can. So this one is, when it's finished, this will be a drawer. After you pull out, then you can access the PowerPoint behind. So it's all neatly hide away. The height of the console is very, very low. When the covering all is done properly, you don't see already. You can't even tell that there's something here. Full storage, all around, all storage, so that we can have full maximized storage here. Maximize the storage. Here will be our dining area. So banquet seat with our signature slanted banquet seat. Why is it slanted? It's because when you're sitting down, you will naturally arch your leg backwards. You can try. I'm not going to sit down because I sit here later, crack the laminate. There's a lot of materials haven't finished yet. So when you sit down, naturally you will arch your leg back. That's why it has to be slanted. But we don't waste the space. It's actually drawers. So it's a slanted drawer. Sometimes carpenters want to save time and energy, they will build it straight for you. But if you build it straight for you, you can try at your own home, you'll feel very uncomfortable. So it has to be slanted. So this will be a dining area. So in Chinese we call it 麻雀虽小五脏俱全. Everything you have already. Dining table area, entertainment area, your kitchen, toilet, bedroom. So of course you'll be thinking, it's an open concept house. Then how do we plan the aircon? Okay, we have 2 sets of aircon, one here, one inside. So no right, no wrong. If you feel that you don't want it to have so many aircon, you can just have one big one. Or you can turn on one instead of 2, also can. There's no right, no wrong. Then full set of carpentry on this end for all the clothes that you need to store. So here will be, haven't installed the hanging bar. I need to have the hanging bar there, it's for clothes. Below will be all drawers. If you realize, there are going to be drawers, 9 drawers, 3, 3, 3, synchronized to this side, 3, 3, 3, 3 also. So total 12 drawers. All the drawers height is going to match. Why it has to match is because it will look more nicer. That means you got planned through the design. Why I can remember every single detail is because I designed it. Okay, together with homeowner. So inside a hanging rod. So this one is enough for your jackets, or the height is enough. LED light on top also. This one haven't installed. Storage. We did not build the flip out platform storage this time. The reason is because there's a lot of storage all around. We don't want to take up that space really, because owner was thinking if he has to flip the mattress up, it's very hard to use. So there's no right, no wrong on all the designs. It just depends on your needs. So there are drawers here. or no tracks yet. Oh, tracks haven't installed. This one installed track already. This one installed track already. Then you got storage near the windows and storage here. This one also is a storage. I can't open because they haven't finished. They have a wood support here, so I can't open. Okay, so sorry. This one is a very deep storage. I'm going to put my measuring tape in. All the way down. I'm at 83 cm. 83 cm, very deep storage. So what can you store here? You can store your blankets, pillows, even your army duffel bag. If you still need to go to army, you don't need. This is a lot of big things. Then why is it we build a storage here and then no grills here? Okay, because of this storage, it's already blocking you away from the window. So less chances of falling. By right, you're supposed to build grill also. By right. But you don't build because now got 1 feet of gap away from the windows. But you can fall off, can still fall one. So be careful. But I cannot force homeowner to accept all that I propose. Sometimes homeowner say, I don't want. Then no choice. Don't want, then don't want. What can I do? I cannot force you, right? Cannot force you. I can tell you that it's dangerous. I can tell you that it's dangerous, but if you don't like it, then we don't do that. Okay, with that, I think we finished 6 units today. There are a few more units that haven't taken the keys, so we can't access. Other than that, okay, I want to share with you all something. So we bring you to 6 units already. You have seen all 6 units at different progress stages. We have a few more units that haven't gotten the keys, so we can't show you at this area. There'll be viewers thinking, okay, I got to stop you from thinking that we are Haolian. We show you around to different projects today, not to Haolian. Okay, so must be very, very careful. So, 因为真的有很多 keyboard warriors. So with that, okay, 我们要澄清一下, we have to explain why are we doing this, what's in this video. Remember the first part of the video, we say we like to encourage whoever that is in the midlife crisis or stock market crash, you lost your job and things like that. So I lost my job before. We hope that after seeing this and the amount of so-called changes that we have over the years, from a small little company giving out brochures to now having so many projects and so many viewers liking us, so many subscribers, how did we reach where we are? First thing, hard work. That's one you cannot 不可以磨灭的，真的是很辛苦。第一就是用心，刚才讲的第一其实 work hard，work hard 第一，用心第二。怎么用心法呢？你用心在每一样事情 ，every single detail you do properly. Make sure homeowner is aware of every nitty-gritty detail. Then you check your work, check your whole team's work. Whoever is not on the same standard as you, you have to replace. We have changed a lot of workers over the years, but it's not for our personal pressure. No, it is really to make sure that our company is going to the right stage, growing to the right stage with the right people. So it's very important to have the right team members. Then it comes to our viewers and our subscribers that support us. Because of you, we have family members that engage us for 3 different projects. Like for example, mother have a house, she engaged us, then after that she spread the word, refer her son, her elder son and the younger son. So both the son houses renovated by us. One is a resale, one is a BTO. Really, it doesn't matter what kind of houses we renovate, but end of the day, the whole family, the whole relative chain, all is my customer. It is not that we are very 厉害 or very,有多么的本事. No, it's just that we, as a team leader, we make sure that everyone else, we follow the same details. Everyone else, make sure that the nitty-gritty parts, we do it nicely, properly for homeowner. They live without any, they live in, they don't have any problems. And then if there are problems, they come back to us, we quickly solve for them. So the service must be there, service recovery must be there. That's why it's so important to have our own team of carpenters, home team of carpenters. If you don't have, then you got problems. Because there are a lot of things, in fact, entirely you see all these things are all built by hand. When it's built by hand, you need to have workers who are skillful and willing to go the extra mile. If they are not willing to go the extra mile, you have a lot of problems. So, 把简单的事做好，用心做，每天做，重复，你就会成功。所以呢 ，come back to 我们早上讲的东西啊。We hope that whoever sees our video, if you are in the state whereby stock market no good, you lost your job, you are going through midlife crisis, it is not the end, it is only the beginning. Find something that you like, go and learn a new skill set, and then start all over. Because you'll never know, someone like me, in fact my friends, those that know me in my previous career, they are very surprised that 10 years later, they see Reels on YouTube, they see Reno Scout has grown so big. They are very, very surprised. They never thought that 我还能咸鱼翻身。所以呢，我这条咸鱼在这里告诉你们，做得到的是可以的。It's just the beginning. We will reach a higher high. But at the same time, thank you so much for all our subscribers, our fans, and all the customers that support us over the years. So with that, we like to end the video. We usually, how do you engage with us? If you like us, you've seen all the projects that we have done. How do you engage with us? Is to WhatsApp into our number 90073368, and from there, admin will handle your case, and then we'll ask you to come to our sales event. You can meet our team and then understand more about how we do our work every day. We won't go through so much, but we will let you know. Most of the time, you'll be very surprised. This is the amount of work that needs to be done in order to have the house completed. Still a lot of things to see in this house, for me at least. That means my day is not over yet. I'm going to jaga, look, see, and then I see anything that I'm not happy with, I take video, send to my team. This is usually what we do every day. Of course, there are also days that I have to meet customers, so that's why we ask you, don't call us, please WhatsApp in, because when you WhatsApp, we have a chance to let our team handle your questions. If you call, we don't have time to pick up the phone, then it's very hard. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.